Dear brothers and sisters, in just few days, and to exact 2 days before we celebrate the feast of the Pentecost, of the coming of the Holy Spirit to the apostles. We have heard in our gospel today a very beautiful gospel, and this is all about our Lord Jesus Christ in his resurrection appearance to his disciples. While eating breakfast with them, he said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than this?" Simon Peter answered him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." And Jesus said to him, "Feed my lambs." And this was asked by Jesus in 3 consecutive times. And this has reminded Peter that it reminded him that it was the same that Jesus asked him, "Do you love me?" But we know what happened. Before the passion and death of Jesus, Peter denied Jesus 3 times. And here, it is more on affirmative context, in which our Lord Jesus Christ asking Simon again, "Do you love me more than this?" Simon Peter answered him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." We have to look at the third time that Jesus asked Simon, "Son of John, do you love me?" This was experience of Peter. He was distressed. And he had said to him a third time, "Do you love me?" In fact, if we have to look the manner of Jesus, how he asked Simon Peter, he asked for 3 consecutive times. And this is very significant. The very meaning of this is that when we are being asked the third time, would mean that we have to seriously keep our promise, and that we have to keep our promise and fulfill our promise. Now this one, oftentimes, there are a lot of instances in the accounts of the gospel that Jesus asked question not only once, not only twice, but thrice or 3 times. This is very significant. This has a meaning, because when we are being asked on the third time, this is actually, it is serious. It has a tone of seriousness that we have to comply with and keep the promise. And as we go back again to this very question of Jesus to Simon Peter, "Do you love me more than this?" Jesus was not satisfied enough with Peter's reply. "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." For Jesus knew well that it would be easy for us to say yes. It is easy for us to say, "I love someone," "we love someone." If we have to look at the words, "I love you," I think this is expression, or these are words oftenly used among us, but many times we fail to keep what it means. Most especially, many times we fail how to live with these words. It is easier said than done. Napakadali pong sabihin, pero napakahirap pong gawin. Ang ating Panginoong Jesus ngayon po, ay sinasabi po sa atin, sinasabi po kay Simon Pedro, mahal mo ba ako? At kung mahal mo ako, handa ka bang magsakripisyo at mag-alay ng buhay at gumawa at sundin kung anong ginawa ko? This is simply what Jesus is telling to us. When we say yes, this is actually when we say we love someone. When you say you love someone, then you must be willing to sacrifice. Because in fact, the very meaning of Jesus' reply to Simon is to love, is to sacrifice. Especially, my dear brothers and sisters, putting into the context of this pandemic COVID-19, in which commitment, promise, love is seen in a more concrete way, and this is our willingness to sacrifice. Life is getting tougher. Life is not a joke. Especially at this time, of this great and challenging time of this pandemic COVID-19. This is actually a time in which we have to let our love sing in a more concrete ways. Our ability to suffer, our willingness to sacrifice until the end. Kaya nga po, marami pong mga pamilya, marami pong mga mag-asawa po ngayon na kanilang pagmamahalan are being tested, because you could just imagine that in this pandemic COVID-19, poverty knocks at the door of their homes. Difficulties knock at the door of their homes. And a lot of more. Homes, families, couples today are being tested beyond their love and tested beyond how they're going to give their love and life for the family. And this is exactly what our Lord Jesus Christ now is reminding us today. With Simon Peter, when he asked Simon, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than this? For him, it's not enough to say, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Pero gusto ng ating Panginoong manigurado ng kaniyang sagot ay kaakbi, kakibat at kalakip ng pagsasakripisyo. Which means, if you say you love, then you must be willing to sacrifice. And this is the genuine love that we could give and share to one another. This is the genuine love of the husband and wife that is willing to sacrifice. That is a genuine love. I think this is what we have felt when Christ has given his life for us. Christ has loved us so much that he willingly gave his life for humanity. My dear brothers and sisters, at this pandemic COVID-19, love has been given meaning. And that is, at this pandemic COVID-19, when we love, then we must willing to sacrifice. And we know, my dear brothers and sisters, that this is the best way of making our life more meaningful. When we're able to love and to live with this love and our willingness to sacrifice. Let us be inspired by Simon Peter's reply and Jesus' invitation to him. Simon, son of John, do you love me? Simon Peter said, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. But Jesus said, feed my lambs, tend my sheep, feed my sheep. Amen.
Please all stand for the